It's not easy to define stress. We think we all have experienced stress at some point in our life, so the definition for stress should be obvious. Usually we talk about stress when we mean a feeling of mental overload which we have experienced. It's not easy to define stress. We think we all have experienced stress at some point in our life, so the definition for stress should be obvious. Usually we talk about stress when we mean a feeling of mental overload which we have experienced. There are many definitions for stress, depending on the field of science of the researchers. Stress is a feeling which is caused by events or circumstances that makes us feel angry, frustrated, unhappy or excited. Stress is also defined as a feeling or experience where individuals' needs, goals and abilities are not in balance and there is a conflict between these elements. Stress has physical and emotional effects on us. Stress creates positive or negative feelings. Positive stress can make us action, to thrive to complete a work or a project. Negative stress can make us feel anger, depression and rejection. Their feelings can also result in physical health problems such as high blood pressure, insomnia or heart disease. Stress can also make changes in our behavior. Usually these changes in our behavior make us feel even more stressed. For example, we start to consume more alcohol, we increase smoking, we start to leave out hobbies etc., we skip physical workout sessions etc. Positive stress adds excitement to our life and we all thrive under a certain amount of stress. Insufficient stress can make us feel depressed and bored, while excessive stress can make us feel overwhelmed. We need to find the optimal level of stress which motivates us but does not make us feel overwhelmed. So how can we tell what is the optimal level of stress which we can take? We are all individual human beings and we all have our unique requirements. So there is no single level of stress which is optimal for all of us. We all tolerate different amounts of stress. Our optimal stress level also changes with our ages. People can be divided into 3 different groups according to how they react to stress. Some people react to stress mentally. They experience, for example, insomnia and fatigue, which are symptoms of stress. Usually the lifestyle for these people weakens, but these people can recognize stress and understand the reasons for these mental symptoms. Some of us react to stress physically. These people experience, for example, physical pain. It's not easy to recognize the relation between stress and the physical symptoms. Usually the physical symptom is treated by healthcare specialist, but the reason for the symptom remains untreated. Some people don't react to stress in any specific way. Their ability to perform may weaken a little, but these people don't experience any physical or mental symptoms of stress. We all tolerate different amount of stress. It's important we find our individual level of stress which makes us feel motivated, not overwhelmed. We are all under stress. Some of us simply cannot handle stress like the others. Because of this, health problems start because of stress mismanagement. Everyone undergoes stress and it's up to us to learn to control ourselves so that stress will not get the better of us. After all, our body deserves to be treated well and we have to find ways to relieve stress so that our overall health will not suffer. Our bodies suffer in many ways when we undergo stress. Stress does have a lot to do with it. This is a fact because the effects have been researched and have been found to be measurable. Every time that the body undergoes stress, the adrenal glands release catecholamine or stress hormones that make the body react to stress. If stress is continually experienced, the different parts of the body are affected and the person may become more vulnerable to diseases and illnesses. Stress can be sudden or has been there for a long time. It is the chronic type that is especially harmful to the brain because of certain chemicals and hormones called glucocorticoids that are released by the adrenal glands. These hormones are needed by the body during acute stress or emergency stress. The bodily effects of stress may fall under any of the following categories: emotional, mental, physical, spiritual or social. Physical signs that are manifested with stress can easily be identified by anyone. You may start to worry that you are not handling your stress well when you see any or a combination of the following physical signs: headaches and dizziness, jaw pain, grinding of teeth, shortness of breath, heart palpitation, rapid or irregular heartbeat, cold and clammy hands, constipation or diarrhea, frequent urination, nausea, dry mouth and difficulty in swallowing, indigestion, ulcers, muscle spasm, psoriasis, acne, eczema and too much sweating. If stress is left unattended, psychiatric problems may even occur. Anxiety disorders and phobias may follow. Obsessive-compulsive disorder is another difficult problem that will be harder to treat. You may also see these certain behaviors in individuals who are under too much stress. Irritability, inability to concentrate, sexual difficulties, fidgeting and pacing, hyperventilation, talking too fast or always in a hurry to do things, increased or constant fatigue, insomnia and nightmares, weight gain due to increased appetite and comfort eating of more sweet stuff, tics, twitching or trembling, crying, work inefficiency, substance abuse, indecisiveness, overspending, incessant smoking and too much drinking. The things that one should really look out for in case these symptoms arise would be sudden shortness of breath, rapid breathing and a heartbeat that is way too fast than the usual, dizziness with sweating, and especially severe chest pain. When one also is having thoughts of committing suicide, it is time to seek the help of a professional. It would also be helpful to seek for medical attention if you feel that you are no longer functioning properly at home and also at work. This is especially true when you are also feeling very anxious but you do not know where the anxiety is coming from. It is also a lookout sign if you suddenly feel an attack of panic or you are suddenly very fearful of something, like getting dizzy when you are in a high place. It has become really serious when all of a sudden, you are losing weight even without losing appetite, you have become very intolerant to heat. There is also a need to worry if you see that there is a lump in your neck or your eyes are protruding. Also be wary if you feel that you are losing control of your anxiety and you feel that there is now a need to seek help. When you are under too much stress, do not take your body for granted. Maybe you think you can handle it, but the truth is, your body is reacting wildly and is asking for help. Do not ignore telltale signs because you will have more to worry about if you do not do something about it fast. There are many ways to relieve stress, just do your life better without stress.